Google algorithms, AI, search engine optimization. A lot is going on in the tech world right now. And I've gotten this question about, I don't know, a gazillion times every single year since I started my own blog back in 2018. Is blogging still worth it? And how do you write blogs that people actually find, read, and love? Because that's the goal, to get people to stay after that first click. To get people to click around a little and consume your other content, sign up for your email list, join your community, and then hopefully down the line, buy your stuff. Because after all, you're a business. You're not just doing this for fun, right? Traffic is great, but all the traffic in the world won't make your cozy business a success. Without that traffic, I mean, people sticking around and hopping on the party bus, your email list. So in this video, I'm going to do my utmost to help you write better, lovable blog posts that your peeps will not only discover on Google, but they'll want to come back for more. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Mia. I am a copywriter and a brand strategist for introverted creatives who are currently drooling after that cozy pajama lifestyle, not living a life consisting of meetings, 9 to 5, mandatory small talk, and want to make more money with their words. I post weekly value stuff videos just like this one, so make sure you stay tuned and stay subscribed. There are two elephants in the room that need some attention right now: AI and Google updates. So let's hit the ground running and address them both. Yes, blogging is still worth it. It's still a magnificent way to build a sustainable business, because then when you have a blog, a self-hosted website, you own that platform. You own that content, as opposed to social media where you don't own your content or your followers. Blogging is a great way to build a relationship with your audience, to show your expertise and build authority and drive traffic from Google and Pinterest. Fact. And this will remain forever. Am I allowed to say forever? We're going with it. Let me try and paint you a picture. It's like having a cutie garden. You plant a seed, it will eventually bloom. You write a blog post, people can find it, but the environment and the climate of that garden is changing. It's not enough with just water. You need the right temperature, a dash of growth formula, the right soil. I don't know. Enough of this analogy that I thought was gonna make way more sense than it did. But what I'm trying to say here, blogging is still worth it, but it has changed because AI and SEO, Google updates, they all just entered the chat. And it's okay. They are welcome to join us. But the way we approach blogging nowadays has changed since I started my blog back in 2018. What got me 1 million page views to my blog back in the day, those strategies are not gonna work today. So what's changing? Well, obviously AI, ChatGPT, and AI tools coming onto the market, I don't know, every single day. And then there's the Google updates and search functions and their algorithm. Now, I've done a lot of digging into this, so you don't have to, and I don't want to confuse you, because trust me, this stuff, I swear it was written by people who like to confuse people. So I'm gonna sum up my findings with you in this video. Let's go. First, let's talk about Google updates. I'm gonna link an article that's updated frequently in line with the Google updates so that you can keep an eye on what's happening, when the last update was, what that means for you. It's a really great resource, so I'll link it below. Whenever Google updates its algorithm, it always comes alongside changes to how content is ranked and discovered online. And the Googles are always changing. So depending on when you watched this, things might have changed again. So that's why I recommend that you check out that resource below. But from the latest update, this is what Google is now into: high quality and in-depth content written by, yes, a robot. Just kidding, a human. Written by a human for humans. A good user experience, so making sure that your blogs are mobile friendly, it's fast, it's easy to read, skimmable, the navigation is a breeze to find. Basically, your website is a breeze to explore. I'm breezy. Multimodal search. What? I got you. What this means is Google is getting better at understanding and integrating different types of multimedia, different types of content, including text, images, videos. So blogs that include a lot of different elements like this is likely going to rank higher, and it's going to be a better user experience for the reader. So make sure that you SEO proof all of these elements as well in your blog post. So adding any alt text, naming the files accordingly, and minimizing load time. So this means resizing any photos and videos and compressing them so it doesn't slow down your site, because that is like the worst. Google has always hated lazy loading websites. Last but not least, we need to talk about Google Eat. EAT stands for expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. These three things are really important to Google, and it's one of the guidelines that Google uses to make sure that your content is actually helpful for people and it's valuable. It's their way of protecting their users, the searchers, from bad content, basically. So you want to link out to any reliable sources, any studies, research to back up your text and findings. Cite industry experts and link out to them. Add any relevant credentials that you have to up the expertise part of EAT. The algorithm is now smart enough to tell if your blog post was written for the sole purpose of ranking. And I'm not talking, obvious keyword stuffing, although that is a big no-no as well. But this is what I mean by 2018 just not cutting it in 2024. The same strategies, just they don't work. The algo, yeah, we're going with that. The algo wants natural, well-written, authentic content. Don't be a robot. Write with your person in mind, not a keyword. So what you want to do is get into your audience's mind and try and understand their intention on the platform, the search intent of your audience. What would they be searching for? What words are they likely to use? And what words are they probably not going to be using when they type into Google to solve all their problems? This is why knowing your audience is more important than ever. In my honest opinion, just ditch those really expensive SEO tools. They are not worth it. Instead, use the platform. Use Google, Pinterest, YouTube, or better yet, just use your audience. Use their words when you're coming up with content ideas for your blog. Here's some tough love. Google it doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your business. It cares about its own, its users, which means Google is going to favor content that people find helpful, find valuable, and is written with them in mind. If people just want basic information, they're going to go to either Wikipedia or ChatGPT. People come to Google, yes, for information, but what's going to keep them looking, keep them consuming, looking around your website, signing up for your email list? It's your content. It's your brand voice. It's your human words, which is a nice segue over to AI, no? Here's my advice on AI. Leverage them. Take advantage. Look on the bright side. You never have to stare at a blank screen with a blinking cursor ever again, because you got your happy little helper, ChatGPT, Jasper, Copy AI, or whatever tool you prefer. This is how I recommend that you use AI to help you with your blog writing, to generate ideas, to outline blog posts. So basic writing, basic outlining, writing meta descriptions for your articles, to find stats and other research. Make sure you double check these afterwards and link back to them in your article to make your blog post SEO friendly. So there are AI tools out there like Surfer SEO, ClearScope, and Market Muse that can audit your bloggies and give you recommendations as to how you can better improve the SEO. You can also just use ChatGPT for this. For example, keyword research, post optimization, and even competitor analysis. Use AI to help you to promote your blog post on social media. Paste your whole blog post into ChatGPT and ask it to spit out snippets of it that would be really cool to share on social media, for a reel, for a carousel, for stories, for your emails. Jump aboard the AI train and look at it as what it is and what it can be. Your newly hired VA who's not quite grasping your brand voice just yet, but it's okay because it's enough to make those inspo sparks fly. And the more you train, for example, ChatGPT to write in your brand voice, and the better prompts you give it, well, it's gonna deliver according to that. So you don't just want to run with that first answer it gives you. Keep asking, keep digging, and train your VA a little. I personally believe that AI is not going to take over the copywriting world. It's just not, because as a human, you still have dibs on the following: storytelling, creative thinking, problem solving. You know best. Your wisdom is unreplicable. The human touch is unreplicable, and the Google algorithm, it agrees. It wants human. So how should you go about blogging these days? Let's dive into the tips. Number one, start with your people, your audience. Get into their minds and think about the words, the phrasing they would use when they go to Google, Pinterest, YouTube to search for solutions to their problems. So an idea here is to actually, think about that and structure your blog post as an answer to a question that you know your audience has. Don't say things like a robot would say them. Say things like real humans would, because that's what your audience is going to be typing into the search bar. And if you can call your audience in the headline, in the click-worthy headline that you're creating, the better. For example, in my case, introverts or small business owners. Plan with your peeps in mind. Do audience research instead of keyword research. Number 2, storytelling, baby. Storytelling and shared experiences over keyword stuffing. Keyword stuffing sounds like a really delicious pie or something. Not so delicious. Because Google and its accompanying algorithm, they really do fancy real authentic content. So we want the focus of our blogs to be just that. A mix of really good information and storytelling. This is also how you're going to get your articles to stand out and for your reader to take that next step with you. So include personal stories that relate to the topic. Share your unique point of view, your opinions, and your personality-packed brand voice. This is going to help you cut through the noise and hopefully rank higher. Number 3, AI. Use these tools. Your newly hired assistant for basic writing, outlining, coming up with ideas, research. For example, you can prompt it to give you 5 articles that are performing well in search right now and ask it to analyze these articles to give you ideas that you can include in yours and put your own spin on. You don't really need to use AI for this, but if you want to save time, you can. You can also just go to Google, go to Pinterest, see what content is ranking for the topic that you have a plan to write a blog post about. Because what's showing up first and what Google is suggesting in the search bar is an indication of the content that's already performing well for this particular topic, which you then can take inspiration from the articles itself and the headlines. So how can you make your articles juicier, more informative, more authentically awesome? Hey, why don't you ask ChatGPT just that? Number 4, next steps. You're not just writing blog posts to appear in search. You are, that's not the whole story here. You're building a business. And the goal of any business is to make a profit. And how do you make a profit? You need people. And you don't just need any people. You need people who love what you create, who trust you, who are willing to invest in your services and offers to get results. You're not really looking for millions of clicks over to your website if those clicks aren't going to take that next step in the journey with you as a business. So what is this next step? Most likely it's hopping on your email list because very few people are ready to buy right at the gate after just finding you on Google. So before writing anything, make sure that you're clear on the purpose and the goal of your blog and what you want your audience to do next. Do you have a freebie that perfectly aligns with this blog post? Do you want to get them on your newsletter? What is the action that you want them to take? Because when you get them on your email list, you can continue to build that know, like, trust factor because hopefully then you have a welcome sequence in place linked to whatever freebie you share in your content. If you're brand new to email marketing, I have a free guide. It's called The Dream Roadmap. It'll teach you all the things to get started on your email marketing journey, and the link, you know where to find it, below. Yes, below. Number 5, write in your brand voice. So I have a whole video devoted to how you can discover your brand voice. So I won't spend too much time here, but writing with your brand voice in mind and in heart will make your articles more memorable, more relatable, yeah, authentic, because there's only one you and all of that. So you want to write less for the algorithm and more for your person. Write in the style that you usually would. Write as you talk. Write as you like to teach. And keep things fun, personality packed, voicey, and on brand. Brand and BFF proof your articles. Number 6, hookable headlines. Listen, this tip is just never gets old. The goal of a headline is to get people to click. If you don't get the click, you don't get the traffic, you don't get the subscriber. So make sure that you're spending time on your initial headline for your blog article. Are you calling out your audience? Are you speaking to a problem, a desire that they have? I suggest writing out at least 10 different options before you pick the one that you're going to go with. Number 7, SEO best of. Incoming a list of best practices when it comes to SEO. These things, they haven't really changed over the years, but I still wanted to mention it in this video because they're still worth doing. Whatever topic that you're going with, you want to naturally try and rephrase that topic/keyword throughout your article. Think about the different ways people can say, for example, how can I be more productive? How to get things done? Time management. You can ask ChatGPT for suggestions here. Break up the text, have sections, include H2 headings, use bullets. Remember that people are skimming. They need to be able to find what they're looking for fast, and having headings really help with that. So make sure that you make it easy for the skimmer. Consider having a table of contents if your article is really, really long. Add internal and external links, add visuals, and then make sure you optimize those visuals. Set a a featured image to your blog post. Make sure that the keyword you're going after is included in the permalink/slug. Include a meta description of what your article is about. You can go to ChatGPT for this as well. Last but not least, make sure that your blogs and your website is mobile friendly, because most people these days, they're on their phones. So it needs to be readable, skimmable, and lovely to look at on your phone. All right, number 8, AI check it. First, you want to, of course, proofread your articles, read them out loud. Then you can head back to your VA/AI, ask it to proofread it for you and give you tips for how you can improve SEO optimization, make it even more SEO friendly. And I still use a plugin for SEO. I use Yoast SEO, and I find that to be really helpful as well. Make your blogs worth the click. Deliver on the headline that you initially hooked them in with. Don't worry so much about the word count. As long as you're doing your best to provide really, really good information, to tell stories, and you're having fun and you're solving the problem they came to Google for, then you're good. You're good. It's gonna be fine. You're writing really good blog posts in that case. 3 last reminders. Stay up to date on all things AI and Google. Stay playful and voicey in your copy. Stay you. We went through those tips really, really fast, so if you have any follow-ups, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to dive deeper into any of these tips. I'm here for you forever. I appreciate you for making it all the way to the end of this video. I love you dearly. Toodles and cozy business vibes. Bye.